Hey board gamers, BJ from Game Gumbo here, back in the gumbo pot. This time we're talking about a game called Groundhog Day from one of my favorite movies of all time. It's by Funko Games. Now I'm going to show you how to play. But I've got it set up right now as if it's a two-player game. What we're trying to do is we're taking on the role of the weatherman who was sent to Punxsutawney to witness Groundhog Day, and we're going to try to have that perfect day. If we can get to the perfect day before a couple of different things happen, we're going to win the game. So it's a cooperative game for 2 to 6 players. As you see on the board, we've got the old Groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil. It's on this day 1, and we'll be building out the perfect day as we go down the list right here. We've also got the famous alarm clock that says 6 o'clock every morning every time he wakes up. We've got our score trackers, and we've got our timer. Yes, this is a time game for whenever we're playing during the game. Now, what we'll look at is on the first day, we'll check to see what day we're on and how many cards we're going to divide between the players. So in this case, it says 24. What we're trying to do is play 7 cards in a row without any communication at all between any of the players. 7 cards that are ascending, and if we can do that, and of those 7 cards, if they're all 4 heart cards, that's what a perfect day card is. If they're all there, then we've won the game. If not, as long as our score for the day is higher than the previous week, we can keep going. And as soon as they look at the cards, that starts the timer. So let's pretend that we're both playing here. I would look through my cards and start that timer. And then from here, without communicating what I have in my hand, we're going to try to play cards out. Now, some strategy tips. We want to score low at the start because we don't even have enough perfect cards in this deck to win. We only have 6 of them in this deck right now, and we've got to earn these other 6 here at the top, 7 through 12. In the deck, there are a bunch of different colored cards, yellow, gray, orange, red, and what they represent is all the different things that happen to Phil on his journey in Groundhog Day. They all have numbers on them, and that's how we're going to play them in sequential order. So I've got a low number right here. I might play the 2 to start out. That's got 2 hearts though, kind of dangerous because we're trying to get a low score because each day that we miss, we can go on to the next day if the score is lower. So then my partner over here, my wife Linda, would look and she would say, oh man, I wanted to play my 2, but I'm gonna hold off on that. So since a 2 was played, I'm gonna play that here to let them know. But she's got a 3, so let's say she plays a 3. And we're doing this, now of course the timer's already run out, so it's pretty quickly. We'd be doing this a lot quicker. We go back and forth, and we're trying to make that play. We'll play a nice little 4. Nice thing about that 4, the watch out, that's where he steps off the sidewalk. It's got no heart, so we're keeping that score low. If ever we don't play 7 cards, we automatically lose. So in this instance, if we weren't talking and we were actually playing the game out, we would have lost. But I'm still just kind of showing you how this thing is played. Going back to my score, a 5 has been played, so I can play that off the side. We're going to get those cards back in the deck and reshuffle each time. This 4 has been played, but they'll play a nice little 6 here. Try to keep our score low. They've got, Linda has the 1 and the 4 already played, so she might say, oh man, I don't have a lot here. I'm just going to play that 9, play a little junky 9. And then I would finish it up, hopefully in time, by playing the 10. All right, so that shows that we played all of our 7 cards. Hopefully we've done that before the timer runs out. And then we take a look at the board. On the board, we've got our cards in order. So we've survived. Then we look at our score. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hearts. And you can see the hearts are right here on that little card. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is a really big score. Not something we really wanted to do, but at least we've survived to the next day. Those cards stay on the board. They're out. If we had played an action card like this one, and if you take a look at that, we've got this card here that says, Learn Ice Sculpting. That's called a learning card. That's what these yellow ones with that red stripe mean. That means we've now unlocked the 12. So that would put this 12 card from the top into the deck. That's a lot of hearts, but a great card for us to try to win at the end, win for the end of the game. All right, so we'll take all the cards we haven't played. We'll mix them all back up into the deck. Move the Groundhog to the next day. Now we're at 22 hearts. Shuffle this all up, and then we'll play again. And what we're trying to do is get all 7 in a row, and they all show these perfect 4 heart days. And if we do, that's the winning hand. If we ever don't have enough, if ever our score on the next day is lower, equal to or lower than that one, or we don't play all 7 cards along the board, then that's a loss. And that's not what we want. We want to try to help Phil Connors on his journey to find his true love and become a better person. All right, so I've got it set up as if we had played, Len and I, and we played all of our cards in a row from 4 to 11. You can see they're all red cards. They all have the 4 hearts. They all represent the perfect day. It's got things like coffee for the crew, helping out old Jensen. Remember, he tries to save Jensen's life the entire time, reciting poetry, and of course, the famous scene where he plays in the band with the sunglasses after taking daily lessons over and over again to learn how to play the piano. That's the perfect day, and this would represent a winning hand if we had done it. All right, so that's just a quick overview on how to play Groundhog Day, designed by Prospero Hall and published by Funko Games. You can find it at most mass market retailers. I got it as a gift for Christmas this year. Been wanting to play it and looking forward to playing it tonight. It's in that same vein as the Mind, where you're trying to guess what your cooperative players, the other players at the table have, but at the same time, it's got this board function where you're bringing in cards from the deck and trying to score that perfect day by the end of the game. So it looks like a lot of fun. I can't wait to play it on stream tonight. Check out our YouTube channel and our Twitch stream at Board Game Gumbo for more inside information about games like this. And let us know in the comments below if you have a game you'd like us to check out. But until next time, Laissez, bon temps, rouler.